Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mansa Queen. If this is your first time here, you're absolutely welcome. To my old and returning subscribers, thank you all for their love and support. Today's video, I will be recreating one of my favorite recipes that my mom used to make for dinner growing up in the Gambia, and it is crispy fried chicken. I will be making it with some coleslaw and some salad. If you would like to see how I recreated one of my mom's favorite recipes, do So first we're gonna marinate our chicken, and I'm using their drumsticks and they're all nicely washed. I usually wash my chicken with water and lime or lemon. Okay, so this is my mom's favorite vinegar, malt vinegar. It had to be malt or nothing else, so I had to look for it, and I'm glad I found it. And this is what I'm gonna blend for my marinade, and it's green peppers, some ginger, some cloves of garlic, and habanero pepper to taste. You will also need some freshly crushed black pepper and some Dijon mustard. This is the brand we typically use in the Gambia, so it gives me that authentic taste. I'm gonna go ahead and blend my ingredients off camera, and I'll be back. And voila, there we go. This is what my blended ginger, garlic, and peppers look like. And to that, I'm gonna add some freshly crushed black pepper. And here I have some crushed Maggi cubes and some chicken seasoning. You can just use salt if you don't use that. You want to give it a good stir, make sure they're well incorporated, and taste it. Make sure that your salt is okay. And I forgot to mention that I already added the malt vinegar. Now my marinade is ready. I'm just going to pour it into the chicken and just put a generous amount. You can use as much as you want, and go ahead and rub it all over the chicken. And here's my marinated chicken looking all delicious, and it's not even cooked yet. The habanero pepper just took it to another level. Now you just want to put this in the refrigerator and let it marinate for a couple of hours. So guys, it's been a few hours and we're ready to start cooking. So my mom would put the marinated chicken in a pan, and all she would add in the pan is the leftover marinade from the chicken, and just let the chicken steam in its own juices because it's going to produce its own juices. This also pre-cooks the chicken. That way you are not gonna fry this chicken for a long time. You can already see all those juices in there, and it's just looking perfect. Now you only want to steam this for about 5 to 8 minutes. And in the meantime, let's get on to our coleslaw. And I'm using some carrots and cabbage. I've already washed all of them, and I'm using this part of my grater to grate the carrots. Next, I'm going to chop up my cabbage, and I'm just going to do it along the lines. That way I get long strips. Now here's my carrots and cabbage, and I added some malt vinegar to taste. Here I'm adding some salt to taste as well, and also a little bit of black pepper. Now I'm adding some mayo, and then I'm just gonna mix all of these, and that's it. Our coleslaw is done and I put it in the refrigerator until I'm serving dinner. Now back to our chicken. I let the steamed chicken cool down completely before moving on to this step. And I got all my ingredients laid out to cook this chicken because we need it to be crispy, right? Over here I got some breadcrumbs. Now this is the little twist I put on it. My mom uses regular breadcrumbs, but I found that using Panko breadcrumbs just takes that crispiness to a whole new level. Guys, if you can get yourself some Panko breadcrumbs, this is the brand I use. I also use Great Value. Sometimes you can find it at Walmart. Please use that. You're gonna love the results. Over here I have some flour, which is great for coating our chicken. And you're gonna need some eggs. I got 2 eggs for this quantity of chicken. And here I have some paprika, some garlic powder, and some chicken seasoning, and I'm adding that to my flour because we steamed that chicken and we want to make sure that all our flavors are on point. So just mix that into your flour, whisk the 2 eggs, and I also added about half a teaspoon of chicken seasoning to the eggs, also to enhance the flavor. Now let's wash your hands and get into this chicken. So I'm just gonna take the chicken. First, put it in the flour and make sure that it's well coated all around. Then you put the chicken in the egg wash that we made, and you also want to make sure that you got the egg well coated. And then put it in the breadcrumbs. Make sure that you pat it. I like to pat it with my fingers. That way I ensure that I have enough breadcrumbs sticking on it. But don't worry, with the flour and the eggs, it's going to act as an adhesive. So you're going to be perfect. So just make sure that you have enough breadcrumbs, and that's it. It's pretty easy, and just set it aside and repeat the whole process with the rest of the drumsticks. Again, the chicken goes into the flour first, then it goes into the egg wash, and finally coated in the breadcrumbs. Pretty easy, right? So guys, we're all done coating the chicken. I have my oil in the pan heating up, and you want to deep fry this, so you need enough oil. And once the oil is hot enough but not too hot, because if it's too hot you're gonna have the chicken burnt outside and the inside is not gonna be cooked. So my fire is on like medium high, so you just want to fry these. I'm frying them in 2 batches and cleaning as I go, as usual. That's how we do it over here. Our chicken has been frying for about 2 minutes, and you can see it's beginning to turn brown, and I'm just using a wooden skewer to turn it around and make sure that the other side gets cooked as well. In total, I fried these for about 5 to 6 minutes, no more than that, because remember I already pre-cooked it when I steamed it. Just look at that. Perfection, guys. This is so crunchy. You don't even need to touch it to know that it is crunchy. So just set it aside and just keep frying. Now I'm frying the second batch of chicken. Now if you're using a lot of chicken and you see that you're beginning to have a lot of burnt residue and your oil, you want to go ahead and turn off your fire and strain that oil, because if you don't, all that burnt breadcrumbs is going to mess up the next batch of chicken that you're going to put in. So just bear that in mind. And here's the first batch that I made, guys. Just look at that. Now I know my mom is gonna be proud of me, right? Auntie Mandy, Loa. Definitely been by Hana. Wow, wow. This looks so good and it is so delicious. I remember how excited we all got whenever my mom said that we're making crispy chicken. Now she calls it chicken and breadcrumbs. Whenever she says we're making chicken and breadcrumbs for dinner, you can see our faces light up. And sometimes we add some french fries also. Let me know in the comment section below if you miss any of your mom's cooking, which I'm sure you do, and let me know what it is. I know I miss quite a lot of her recipes, and I will make sure that I share them with you guys and recreate them. And guys, our chicken and breadcrumbs is all done. Look at that. The Panko breadcrumbs, it has a different texture. It's more on the rougher side, so the chunks are bigger, so you get a lot of crunchiness going on there. You cannot go wrong with the Panko breadcrumbs. And let's look at what it looks like on the inside. That's my taste test, guys. And look at that, you can see how moist it is, and it's well done, but it's still very moist and absolutely delicious. You can taste all the seasoning in it. It's not salty, it's just perfect. I really want you guys to give this a try and let me know. This brings so many childhood memories to me. I am so glad that I get to make it for my family, and my kids also love it. We had it with the coleslaw, and I also made some Caesar salad. This was absolutely delicious. Like I said, you can add some french fries to it and enjoy it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video with me. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed and you like what you see, this is the best time to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe.